If your adult child needs a safe space to avoid offensive words, you failed as a fucking parent. If anything in my seminar offends you, blame your parents for raising a pussy.
What's going on there, guys? So unfortunately my audio did not record for this entire filming session, so I'm going to go back and do a voiceover because unfortunately I don't have time to correct the video as necessary. So we're just going to do a voiceover. I'm going to tell you everything that's going on here. So this is from a company called Akiyo. They sent this to me. I did a complete unboxing, and I have to say overall I'm very impressed by this projector. So let's get into the unboxing. So this is a projector that comes in with a native resolution of 1280 over 720. So most of the stuff that's going to be done on this will be done in 720. However, that being said, it does support up to 4K resolution. So it can take a device up to 4K and still make it look very, very clean. So the manual overall is very readable. The translation that was done from Chinese to English is very, very good, and the pictures that are inside the book are easily explained. Like, it would be easy to follow the directions. The overall feel of the projector is well made. The plastic is very, very good. It also has this neat little thing on the bottom. You see me screwing it in there. That is to raise and lower the projector. That is not seen on a lot of these minis. It does come with a lens cover. The fan is very, very quiet. The buttons on the top of it have a very tactile feel. They feel very good and clicky. The overall projector feels great. This projector did come with an HDMI cable, which is a $10 accessory. For those of you who ever bought HDMI cables, they can be kind of expensive. Also did come with a remote and this nice little 360 tripod. Overall, very neat. So we're going to be testing this screen mirroring functionality. It works with iOS, Android, and Windows, I believe, as well as MacBooks. If you're on a Windows computer and you want to screencast to it, you would hit Windows button and then the K, and that should pull up the screencasting services. If you're on Android and you're using a Samsung, you would pull down your settings bar at the top and scroll over until you get to Smart View, click on it, and then you should see the projector pop up there under screencasting. If you're on iOS, I'm not sure, I'm not an iOS user. And then we're going to hook this up to HDMI port on my computer, and we're going to do a little bit of gaming so I can show you what this looks like. We will be testing this in semi-daylight so that you guys can see what it looks like in the daytime, because I promise you at night this looks perfect. And I do want to say this, the sound that comes from this projector is fantastic. It is fantastic. I have other cheap projectors that require me to hook a Bluetooth up to the device that I'm casting from to get good audio, because normally the projectors have chintzy audio. This one actually has a fairly good built-in speaker that supplies a little bit of bass and highs, and it doesn't sound chintzy or hollow. So for the $52 price point, I would say overall this is a fairly good projector. So I just want to show you guys that we're going to be doing this with lights on, and so there's going to be a fair amount of light pollution. It's still light outside, and the room that we're going to be projecting in actually has outdoor ceiling lights that cannot be turned off. The light in this room is provided by the sun outside, so if it's dark weather, then these are going to be dark. If it's light out, then they're light. There's no way to turn them on or off. So we're going to be putting this up on my wall here. So as you can see, we are in a lit room. That'll give you an idea of gaming during the day or movie watching during the day as opposed to night, and that's what most people want to know. Can it be used during reasonable daylight? Well, let's find out. So we're going to do a little test here. I'm going to be putting the Akiyo, which I'm starting up first here. This is the first one that you're going to see what it looks like during the day, against my other favorite sub $50 category projector, which is the HY-300. I have a review on that. I will include that description in the description of the video if you would like to see that review also. So this is what it looks like during the day. The Akiyo, this is what it would look like on your wall at 120 inches. So very clear, vivid, not quite as bright, I think, as the HY-300. I think the HY-300 is slightly brighter. It has a higher lumen level than the Akiyo does, but both of them perform pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and bump up the HY-300 now so you can see the difference between them. So you had the Akiyo, now you're going to get the Magicube or the HY-300. Both of them have about the same features. They're both fantastic projectors, and they both fall in the same price range as each other. So the Magicube is coming up now. This is the HY-300. You'll see I focus it in here in a second. I adjust it, then focus it, and you will see that the menu is slightly brighter on the Magicube. It does produce a little bit better lumens. It's definitely a bit brighter, probably better for a little bit better gameplay during the day. But as far as options and abilities, they both have about the same. But I will say this, the Akiyo does have better sound quality for sure. The built-in speaker that's on the HY-300 Magicube unfortunately has very chintzy, just bogged out audio that sounds low, and it's just not good. But as far as feature-wise go, both of them offer the same feature. They all connect to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, do screen mirroring. They have about the same features. So to kick this off, we're going to do a little Android screen mirroring. So we're going to use the remote. We're going to go over. We're going to click on screen mirroring, which is then going to pull up a multitude of different device options that you can choose from. We are going to go ahead and make our way over to Android at this time. And when you click on it, like I said, if you're a Samsung user, it's very easy to do. You'll basically just pull your options menu or settings menu down on your phone, and you'll go over to Smart View. You'll click on Smart View, and you should see the projector as long as you have screen mirroring active. So you see I go over here, and then I go to Android connection. In a second, you'll see that I'm able to easily pull up the projector from the screen mirroring menu. So we're going to let myself get situated here. It's fun doing these voiceovers. There we go. Make my way over to Android. You can see it gives you a walkthrough. Samsung is easy because it just tells you to go to Smart View. But for most of you guys, if it's not available to you on your Android device, you can download Miracast from the Android Play Store, and you will still be able to connect in the same format. Once you get it connected, it should look pretty darn good. However, the HY-300 I think has a bit more vivid colors during screen mirroring, and I have the projector, the Akiyo, set to instead of standard screening, I have it set for dynamic color range, and I have the temperature of the color set to warm. I do that on all my projectors because it produces the best, most vivid colors that you can get out of them. Now, it's not horrible. The Akiyo is not horrible, but I think that it flattens the colors a bit more than the HY-300 does. It still looks great, though. I still have no complaints about it. So once you get your device connected, it's very simple. Like I said, if you're doing it from a Windows laptop, it's quite easy. You just push the Windows key and press K. That will pull up the screen mirroring software on the computer, and then as long as you have your the Akiyo set for to look for Windows or Mac, then you should be able to find it in your settings on your computer pretty easily. So as you can see, during the day it functions well. I'm choosing darker animes and things like that so that you can see how it's going to look even in the darker environments, and then I speed it up a little bit. You can see what it looks like when you have brighter stuff going on. So definitely does better with the brighter stuff during the day. Obviously there's a lot of light pollution in this room, so this picture looks fantastic. It looks great for what it is. But like I said, during darker gameplay or movies, probably best to watch them at night. If you're watching a nice bright show, then shouldn't have any problems. Should be a very enjoyable experience. The brighter, the better. Obviously, you're going to be able to see it a lot easier. With all the extra light pollution, you don't want dark stuff going on. You can see the difference between the light and the dark scenes during the day. It's obviously a lot easier to see the lit up scenes than the darker scenes. So that being said, it streams really well. The screen mirroring doesn't have any issues. It seems flawless. It is still producing a HD image from my phone. It looks fantastic. So let's switch over to a game. I'm going to choose a little bit darker game once again so you can see the difference during the daylight with darker gameplay, and that gives you an idea of how it's going to look at night. Like I said, during the night, that's when these projectors really show through, but they can be played easily, during the day. Just choose a little bit brighter content if you're going to be using it during the day. That's all. Alrighty guys, so I'm about to choose my game. I have it set to the HDMI now, so it is hooked up to my computer showing in HD res. Game of choice, I chose Star Wars Force Awakens, or not Force Awakens, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. It's one of my favorite games. If you've never played it, you should. It is fantastic. The storyline is incredible, and really gives you an idea of how powerful the Force can actually be. So once again, the sound is great. I apologize I can't reenact the sound for you guys. I just want to let you know it is super, super clear. Very good audio from the projector. I was very, very happy. It doesn't have a chintzy sound to it at all. It is fantastic for movies or gaming. So I've sped this up a little bit, obviously, until we get to gameplay, because can't get through the storyline, can't skip anything. But I chose a nice dark game once again, because I want you to understand that these games are playable even in the daylight. And remember, I have this blown up to 120 inches. It's actually probably a little larger than that because it goes past my wall. So this is phenomenal for daytime use if you're getting this kind of image from it. And it's super clear. Straight HD greatness. It looks good. It's fantastic. I can see the pores in this dude's skin. It is just great. 100% great. So I think I slow it down here now so you can see a little bit of the gameplay. Totally playable. All of it looks just wonderful. And that's once again, I'm telling you, this is during the day. There's a ton of light pollution. This game at night in a dark room would look phenomenal. If it looks this good during the day, you can just imagine what it's going to look like at night. You'll have all the color depth, everything, the density of the graphics will come out 100% how they should. It'll just look great. But once again, my objective is to show you guys how good the projector is during the day, because that's the big question and everybody always has. How does it work during the day? Can you play it during the day? Well, this is a lit room with light pollution. There are ceiling lights on. It is 100% playable without issue and looks fantastic. So I would still suggest, though, if you are playing games that are too dark or watching movies that are too dark, wait until nighttime. Totally worth it. But if you're playing games that are well lit, won't have any issues. You will really enjoy your time with this projector and the use of it. It is extremely portable. For $52, guys, you're getting a lot of projector. It is phenomenal that technology has come this far. I've been messing with projectors a long time, and I have to say, I never thought we would get to this point where miniature projectors are producing these kind of results. Back in the day, projectors were so expensive. This is just fantastic how far projector technology has come in the past 10 years. It is just incredible. So, anyways, I just want to say, guys, if you like my review and you want to see more, hit the notification bell. Consider subscribing. It helps me out. I take the time to make these videos. Everything you need to know will be in the description of this video, including the purchase link and the website. If there's something you want to choose to purchase from the company and you're interested in this projector, they definitely offer a very good product for the price. It is unmatched. Getting the tripod and the HDMI cable means that the projector itself only costs like $30. You've got $20 worth of accessories that automatically come with it for a price point of $52 altogether. Half of $100. Totally worth it. I think you guys would really enjoy this projector, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember, everything you need, description of the video. Later, guys.